Oh, is she gonna also have like a drugged kiss scene like Rin did? It doesn't take long to get to the girls' dormitory and make my way up to Emmy's room. I don't know how he knows which one's Emmy's room. Have we been here? No. Standing outside her door, I suddenly pause. What if she's resting? I'd hate to wake her up, especially if she's feeling ill. Then again, if she sleeps all day, it could throw off her sleeping schedule. But rest is important if you're ill, isn't it? I can't decide what to do, so I settle for standing outside the door looking like an idiot. Then I hear Emmy's voice from behind the door. Thanks for your concern, but I'm really okay. Is she talking to me? I'll see you at practice tomorrow. Guess not. Still, clearly, she's not asleep, so I can knock without worry. So why this clenched feeling in my gut? I wasn't nervous about dropping by the other day, so why today? Oh, did we stop by the other day? I don't remember. Granted, I still haven't really had time to figure out this newfound interest in Emmy's well-being. Jesus, I don't have a lot of experience in the matter, of course, but certainly this seems to go beyond feelings of mere friendship. But could I take that step? Could I even bring myself to risk what I have right now? I mean, it's enough to be friends with her, isn't it? Either way, shouldn't I just open the door to see how she's doing? That's what I came here, right? What if she's not dressed yet? What if she's not dressed yet? Oh, was that a heart or did we see an image? I'm gonna have to go back in editing, but I swear that wasn't like a legit. Can we go back? Oh no, it's just a pink flash. Okay, that image flashes through my mind, causing my heart to skip a beat. Literally, I should probably never think those thoughts again. Not if I want to avoid a heart attack. I suddenly realize I'm still standing in the hallway looking like an idiot. We knocked. Emmy still seems to be in the middle of a conversation, but I knock anyway. Hopefully she won't mind the interruption. You worry too much. Come in, the door's unlocked. So it is. I open the door and step in, which is about where my thought process comes to a grinding halt. She's cute. Her hair's down. Emmy is sitting up in bed, her hair tousled from a day spent asleep. I think this is the first time I've seen her without those familiar beads in her hair. Her gym shorts and bloomers, obviously hastily put on before I came in, are creased and folded from less than proper storage. Oh, okay. Her legs lay bare in the sheets. I've never seen Emmy without prosthetics before, yet here she is, slender legs terminating in stumps just before her knees, below her knees. But as odd as the sight is, I find myself more captivated by everything north of the waist. Yeah. It seems that Emmy has finished her conversation with whoever was on the phone with her, and now she's watching my reaction closely out of the open one eye as she wipes the sleep from the other. Her expression, far from being embarrassed, is rather one surprisingly wide yawn, one perhaps appropriate from such a small mouth. God, why is he so specific about these things? A grin, for a brief moment, seems almost flirtatious, tugs the corner of her mouth, and as she takes the side of me in. I could do nothing but remain in the state of fluctuating between fear, confusion, and a little bit of lust. Emmy hastily sweeps her hair out of her eyes, fixing it back in place before addressing me. You seem a bit caught off guard, how? She has the cutest room out of everybody we've seen. Also the messiest. What is going on down here? A wave of laughter erupts from her, and I find myself grinning and rubbing the back of my head ruefully. Sorry, I've just never seen someone so disheveled look so attractive. Never seen you without your legs on. Never seen you look so... sorry. Emmy giggles again and moves to sit up a little straighter. I'm caught up in the movements of her shirt, nearly losing myself. I was wondering what your reaction would be. The nurse called and told me you were going to drop by, you see? And I know you haven't seen me, well, you know, without legs. I respond in a tone of casual surprise. Oh, you don't have them on? I didn't notice. This is almost the truth. I very nearly didn't. I'm not trying to be suave or anything, mind you. Somehow I think Emmy would get offended. Instead, she kicks her tongue out at me and chucks a pillow at my head. Ass. I definitely catch the pillow and take careful aim before throwing. Emmy laughs and rolls to one side, dodging my shot, the shifting of her shirt distracting me enough so that the next thrown pillow hits me right between the eyes. Oof. I retaliate, of course. And once I've retaliated twice, well, a war is bound to break out sooner or later. He does the most couple things with Emmy. It's so cute. I swear, all the other girls, he was like, I don't know. Ugh. And this one, he's literally like just having a pillow fight. It's the cutest. And really, when Emmy appears to have far better aim than me, well, it was just a matter of time before I'd result to a suicidal charge. Gotcha. Did he jump on her bed? Eep. Bam. Smack. What is this? Biff. It's so cute. And once the charge was accomplished, well, of course I'd have to wrestle the pillows away from her. And with that kind of struggle, of course, we'd wind up in some sort of position. Is this going to happen right now? Oh my. And so I found myself staring down at her from my position atop her. When did she do her hair? What? She looks so small. This is weird now. She looks like a child in this. She's grinning, eyes sparkling with amusement, maybe a little sweaty from our tussle. Oops, I clicked off. No. Her chest is heaving up and down, sucking in air. The small bit of brain that is not currently entrapped by the sight and the smell of her observes that she must still be ill. Something in her stamina is not what it should be. We stay like that for a while. I'm not sure how long because everything seems to go fuzzy. Everything that isn't her, anyway. Her eyes meet mine, and deep inside them I almost catch a glimpse of what? Fear? Longing? Hope? Emmy? A cough suddenly convulses her, and I'm stumbling in my haste to get off and apologize for everything. Sorry, I shouldn't have. It's fine, it's fine. She gives me a reassuring pat on the shoulder. So, what brings you here? She's still breathing hard, and that catches her voice shake slightly. Well, before I was so rudely assaulted by pillows, I came to see how you were doing. Wham. This is the most expression we've seen change in one, picture, I guess. I don't know what to call it. This earns me another shove, and I nearly fall off her bed. Emmy's eyes sparkle again, and I wonder how I've never noticed how attractive they are before. Consumed with worry, were you? Her tone is mocking, haughty, teasing. She throws her arm across her forehead dramatically, grin still apparent from underneath. Couldn't bear the thought of me laying deathly ill. As we both recover from our brief wrestling match, Emmy appears to fall back, teasing me. Well, I wouldn't say consumed with worry, but after you didn't show up this morning, like a total wuss. Emmy pouts, crossing her arms petulantly? What are these words, man? And sticking her lower lip out. It's not my fault. Nurse wouldn't allow it. Sure he wouldn't. I completely believe you. Emmy sticks her tongue out again. You're such a jerk, Katawa. So how was your day then, huh? Did you enjoy slacking off? Not really. The phone woke me up pretty early on. The phone? Yeah, the captain of the team called to make sure I was doing okay. Also to let me know that it was okay to skip practice. Early on? Y'all were still on the phone when I got here. Y'all been talking for like hours? Good, at least she wasn't alone all day. Someone checked up on her, although I can't help but think it should have been me. Oh, that's good. He really keeps an eye on you, huh? Emmy shrugs. It's his job. Part of being the captain means you need to know where your team members are when they're not in school. Still, I guess it's nice of him to call, huh? Yep, sure was. Emmy yawns and shimmies down to a more comfortable position. So how was your day? Kind of uneventful, you know? I went ahead and ran by myself and talked to the nurse about how you were doing. Oh, they talked all day. I meander through the day's events, none of which are particularly engrossing. That's when I'm distracted by her arm finding a way across my waist. Seems that Emmy fell asleep when I was talking, so I draw her a blanket to cover us. Aw. She's rolled. You're gonna get so sick, Hisao. She's coughing in your mouth and shit. She coughed. She rolled on over to her side. Now one leg thrown over my legs, effectively trapping me. Hey. It's a shame to wake her, but I have things to do. I gently shake her, but in response she only tightens her arm's grip on me and sighs a little. My resistance to this position crumbles rather quickly. The feeling of her body breathing steadily is both calming and incredibly stimulating at the same time. My breathing cannot decide whether it wants to relax or speed up. Relaxation wins, and I find myself putting my arm around Emmy. I think I'm in love. The words slip out and hang in the air unnoticed. At least I hope they've gone unnoticed. Emmy whimpers weakly through her dream, and her grip quickly tightens again. For the first time since I've known her, I see tears running down Emmy's face. It feels like my heart is about to break. I instinctively tighten my own grip and stroke her hair, and I hope in a soothing manner. Words of comfort, meaningless in this situation, spring to mind. Maybe I should wake her. Are you supposed to wake people from having nightmares? I can't for the life of me remember. The decision is taken from me as Emmy suddenly jerks awake with a cry. Dad! This is more than I think I want to hear without her knowing. I quickly sit upright and gently shake her shoulder to stir her. Hey, you okay? A silly question. Huh? What? How? She shakes her head as if to clear it, quickly wipes her eyes. You had a nightmare, I think. Emmy shudders again and glances up at me, cautiously as if unsure whether or not she's actually up. Yeah, I guess so. You want to talk about it? A speedy interval debate seems to be going on in her head, which resolves itself with a shrug. Nah, I don't really remember much of it. Pretty sure she's lying to me, but somehow I don't think I should press the issue. Emmy shudders again and turns toward me, looking a little sheepish. Sorry for falling asleep on you like that. I keep my voice as soothing as I can. Hey, don't worry about it. You've been ill. Yeah, I guess the cold medicines just made me a little drowsy. Yeah, I guess so. Emmy does not strike me as the sort of person who'd fall asleep on a drop of a hat. Rin, maybe, but Emmy's far too energetic. Emmy gives me a half smile at my response, and then just like that, she's back to her old self. Well, prepare yourself for tomorrow morning, Isao. I'll have to go twice as hard to make up for today. But I went running this morning. No excuse. Fine, I'll be ready for you. Emmy nods, satisfied. Good. I take this as my cue to exit. Well, I'd better be going, especially if I want to get enough sleep for tomorrow. I hop off the bed and head for the door. Hey, Isao. Pivot neatly on my heel and face Emmy. She opens her mouth to say something, and then in another first, I see her falter slightly. She closes her mouth and opens it again. Thanks for dropping by, Emmy. You're kind of the first visitor I've ever had who hasn't ran. Now that's surprising. I would figure that Emmy'd have people dropping by all the time. She's certainly popular enough, or so I thought, always talking to people in the hallways. Emmy hesitates again. And thanks for staying around after a look of pain fills across her face. You know. It helped. She brightens back up and waves cheerily at me. See you tomorrow. Yeah, see you later. I was about to exit the door when something makes me turn around again. Hey, Emmy. Anytime you need to talk, let me know, okay? Emmy seems taken aback by this offer. Her grin gets even wider. Sure thing, Isao. See you in the morning. I exit Emmy's room with my head in a whirl. Should I have even left? Was she really okay? I want to turn around and march back down the hallway and open the door and tell her. Tell her I love her. Tell her I think she's beautiful. Tell her that I'll be there when she needs me. I want to say that to her, to hold her close as she falls back to sleep. How many nights has she woken up like that, only to find nobody's there? I want to be that person she can be with when that happens. It's a silly thought, I know. We don't know each other that well, do we? The whole idea, while exhilarating, also makes me feel worry. Worry, perhaps, that I'd overstep my bounds. And now, to add to my troubles, it seems that Emmy herself already has interest in someone else. This track captain of hers who seems interested in her well-being. True, I've only seen the two of them together a few times, but that doesn't change the fact that they seem better suited to one another. There's really nothing to be done about that. I need to take my mind off this whole situation. I've got homework to do. Maybe that'll distract me. Damn, that's so sad.